still believe in visas for migrant tech workers, i.e.
Hola familia, aquí con ustedes, haciendo.
This is why I voted for Trump, and this is why I regret it.
Apologetic for being excited, because if it was the other way around, all
I can say, I was a dumbass, voted for Trump.
I'm leaving MAGA. Why I'm leaving MAGA. I regret my vote.
What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. Politics, bro. Politics, bro. Politics, bro. Politics, bro. So we're gonna talk about the MAGAs who are regretting voting for Trump. Eventually, like, there's still a couple of videos that are still going around, you know, like, but I know that some of you, like, you know, the recent videos, because some of them lately have not been doing videos, but there are said to be some videos that are about to be done. But at the moment, some of them are sort of like shy and they don't want to show that they are disappointed. But in terms of that, yes, we're gonna look at a couple of videos from the MAGA. So let's check out how do they regret voting for Trump even after a month of Trump being in office.
Hola familia, aquí con ustedes, haciendo este.
So for all the English-speaking people that are watch this video. Basically, the guy is talking about his experiences living in a neighborhood filled with other Trump supporters. He wanted his fucking kids to play with the other Trump supporters, but guess what? They don't want his kids to play with their kids because their kids are Hispanic. To the point where they're gonna scare the kids off by shooting guns in the air. But this is what you wanted. This is what y'all picked. So don't complain and don't fucking bitch. This is what you fucking chose. So shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of my face.
Let me get this straight. MAGA racists are mad because MAGA elites still believe in visas for migrant tech workers, i.e. wealthier people. Man, billionaires come at you real fast, don't they? You know, you thought they were really down for the race war, but it's actually just a class war that they've been winning and getting you to fight for them. You thought they were going to invest in education for Americans? Oh, no, don't you remember education is all about critical race theory and books that talk about private parts. And sure, making it into the middle class or whatever, but there will be no middle class as soon as they're done with you. They don't want you to have high-skilled jobs. Your job is to be fuel for their rockets to Mars. So keep buying crypto, don't form a labor union, and whatever you do, don't make common cause with any immigrant whose labor is being exploited, just like yours.
This is why I voted for Trump, and this is why I regret it. I am a small business owner. I'm a mother of 5 kids. Like, I was genuinely doing what I thought was best. Literally every bad thing that I'm reading in my comments of my other video, I had no idea actually happened. Like, literally I am new to every single thing that I'm saying. And I'm not using ignorance as an excuse. I'm just explaining to you that I actually had no idea. And I'm most likely not the only person that had no idea about any of this stuff. And now that I do, I will forever talk on these things. I had no idea that he has been scamming people as long as he has. And while I can't get into detail about the story that changed my mind, I met a man that is on his final days, and he is a small business owner just like me, a husband, a father. I'm a wife, a mother. And he used his small business to do a lot of work for Trump, and Trump's bill was in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and when he tried to collect his money, Trump literally told him to sue him for it. Yes, this man has proof, and yes, he has been sharing his story. This is the first time I have ever heard of something like this, and I am so mind blown, and now, of course, the more that I read...
This is my last political post, okay? I'm gonna lay it to rest. Let me just tell you guys. I'm not crying happy tears. I'm not gonna be apologetic for being excited, because if it was the other way around, all of the Kamala supporters would celebrate. I want to say that first. I'm very relieved because I voted what I believe in, and I felt heavy on my heart that it's the right thing. So knowing that it was the decision the American people made, I'm relieved and I'm very happy. Very, very happy, okay? It's the very first day of finding out the election results. All of us are happy. I'm very happy, but I'm not going to continue to post about it, but I'm also not going to be sorry about it. And I always talked about how my family, sorry, I don't want to make this more than once. I always talked about how my family had different beliefs, my grandma and my mom and my sister, and how we always got along. And I wore my grandma's sweater to go vote, and I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to cry, okay? But my heart's broken.
Try not to cry.
Yeah, try it. My grandma just sent me a very sad text. It broke my heart. And my mom has yet to text me back today. My point of making this video is to say that I am very happy, and I expressed how happy I was. And I'm not going to be sorry for that. I'm completely heartbroken that my family is taking it how they are. I never did this to them when Biden won. Never. But I am done with political posts. From here on out, it's back to normal. If you don't like me because of who I voted for and you have to unfollow, go ahead. My own family unsubscribed from my life, so you can too. I promise. It doesn't get worse than that.
I'm leaving MAGA. Why I'm leaving MAGA. I regret my vote. You don't actually regret your vote. You just regret that your vote is now negatively affecting you. You knew that your vote was going to negatively affect some people, and you didn't care then because there's a little bit of the bait and switch with Trump, right? A little bit being, I would say, egg prices and food costs. But aside from that, he's doing everything he said he was going to do. You just didn't think it was going to affect you. But you were okay with it affecting everybody else. Didn't care that he was a convicted felon because it didn't affect you. And it's wild to think that you would think this man wouldn't lie to you even though he's a convicted felon. That's crazy. And you also didn't seem to care that he was obviously not qualified for the job anymore. And like, listen, I'm glad that you regret who you voted for. You should regret it. But I also think it's really important to do just like a little bit of inner work and ask yourself why you didn't care before. This awful feeling that you're feeling now, your livelihood being affected, how awful that feels, and watching other people that it hasn't affected yet, because it will, them not caring that you're affected. The thing is, we tried to warn you. We tried. Hopefully we get to have another vote. Who knows? It seems as though our government is slowly falling apart, so we may not. Important to remember that billionaires do not have your best interests in mind. They have never and will never have your best interests in mind.
All I can say, I was a dumbass, voted for Trump only because of my beliefs. People around me encouraged it. I can think for myself, yes. But I felt at the time that was the better choice. Now I'm looking at it with everything going on. It was the worst decision I ever made. I wanted not to vote. But people said you won't be able to have a say in anything if you don't vote. I totally regret this. I shouldn't have voted at all.
My name is Monica Bailey. I am a conservative, evangelical, pro-life Christian. I never voted Democrat in my life, and I did only vote for Donald Trump because I couldn't believe that someone who acted as goofy as he did on TV actually meant it. I thought it was a joke. I thought he was an actor and that he would behave like a normal person once he became president. And I have a son in the military. And because he's in the military, he asked me to vote for him because at the time he thought he would be the most sympathetic president to the needs of the military. Since that time, I have been riddled with guilt and very embarrassed that I vote for him. And yeah, I think I saw in here that someone said they'd rather vote for a tuna fish sandwich than Donald Trump. Same. He is, his actions are deplorable. His attitude towards people of color women. It's disgusting. The constant lies, the distortions of truth. He's just unreliable, unleashed, unpresidential. So I will be voting for Joe Biden or anybody else on the ticket that I think is sane and acts like a human being. That's my story.
But some folks who aren't feeling Trump's optimism right now are American farmers, and they are stuck in the middle of all of this.
Frank, who did you vote for president?
Mr. Trump.
Right?
Trump. Mr. Trump.
If the election were today, Frank, would you vote for Donald Trump?
No way.
Couldn't happen.
No.
You voted for President Trump. So now, in this moment, you say you're in a free fall. What is your message to him?
So I'm off the Trump train. Where I'm going for now is I got to protect my business.
A wheat farmer who says he's lost $400,000 since Trump took office.
I think there was a lot of people who voted for him that want to stay loyal to him, but it's going to get to the point where financially, if it's between supporting the president or losing your family farm.
You voted for the president?
Yes, I did.
And do you support these policies which might be hurting farmers like you?
Right now, we're the ones that are taking the hit.
I think he's sort of backstabbing the main people who got him into office in the Midwest, and he just left us down.
All right, Trumpers, we got more breaking news. Listen, the chaos that this man is starting between these two countries, Canada and Mexico, is absolutely asinine with these tariffs. It's unbelievable that Mexico is having to fight back to say, listen, we're not doing these tariffs. If you put these tariffs on us, we will fight back with our own tariffs. And to think about that, this is a man who's supposed to be trying to bring peace, and it kind of seems like January 6th all over again with all the chaos. How is that? Well, it's actually interesting because this is a man who doesn't care about nothing but himself. So if he brings these tariffs into Canada, your gas is going up. You're not getting this $2 cheap shit gas y'all wanted. And if he brings this tariff on Mexico, Mexico's going to raise up all of the fruits and vegetables. So there goes your cheap grocery run, Trumpers. It's just a disaster that you guys voted for somebody that only cared about staying out of prison. Get that through to your noggins. Stay out of prison was his objective. Look, Elon Musk, terrible crooked guy. Mark Zuckerberg, probably crooked guy too. Anybody with a lot of money and you put them together is a bunch of crooked guys, 9 times out of 10. So, hey, shit's going up. You guys asked for it. I'll keep the news coming. Yeah, it's a terrible situation. Go blue all the way.
So I'm still upset about my vote for Donald Trump. Everybody knows I got fired from the research and development that I was doing. I got up every morning like everybody else does. I put my right foot in, and then I put my right foot out, and then I shook it all about. And I did the hokey pokey because that's what I thought it was all about. Then our research got terminated. I got fired. Still regretting that vote for Donald Trump. That's all I know. That's all it's about.
Somebody to tell me they're lying right now because of what the do you mean that I'm not gonna get my SNAP benefits? What the do you mean?
We are possibly going to lose our farm if NRCS doesn't hold up their contract with us on the EQIP program. Because of the executive orders, there's a pause or a freeze on the funding, and they're not able to pay out on the stuff that we completed or anything going forward.
Beyond betrayed. They used us during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party. They actually told us that he was not going to touch the documented people.
I mean, you're an educator. You didn't vote for Trump eliminating federal funds.
No, I did not vote for that. I do not think that's what the voters want. If we have federal cuts, then that's going to mean bigger classroom sizes. I would lose teachers, first and foremost. It's devastating.
Okay, guys, now we know how the MAGAs feel about this. Even for myself, I would agree because you expected that he would do a change, but eventually he did the opposite, seeing that he only wanted votes. But in terms of that, yes, it's a disappointment. The illegal immigrants, the illegal immigrants that are being deported, and also in terms of how the economy is going, it is bad. But despite that, life has to go on. So please come back, subscribe to my channel so that we can get more subscribers. And as I say, like and subscribe. And to the next one, peace out.